across the great North Plains, I heard of a man they all called by name. His head covered with thick red hair and with arms as strong as a grizzly bear. His height stood about 6'3", proud to live in the land of the free. Born to a woman called Chippewa Dove, he took from his father his Viking blood. Raised up in the frozen timberland, he grew strong and became the logging man, Red Bear. Combined the best of the saws he used. Strangers would ask as they would muse what tools he chose to earn his bread. He replied, "Husky Steel John Sered." He could read the wood by its needles and bark and drop a tree right on the mark. He worked as hard as any man as they labored to clear the promised land. Loving the smell of dust and sap, he could not imagine the need to adapt to the changing whims from far away that would bring to an end those glorious days for Red Bear. With the logging business in deep decline, another trade Red had to find. Heading west across the Great Divide, Red settled there under Colorado skies. At a children's camp, how could he want more than to help the kids love the great outdoors? He built cabins and repaired the dams and did his part to revive the land. Large and rough and covered with hair. Some parents didn't like him, he made them scared. So he moved to the mountain on the highest peak and built a cabin where he'd eat and sleep. Until a summer day while in a drought, when the word had come a forest fire broke out. As steel is tempered by heat and flame, so too that day would cast the fame of Red Bear. With the only road blocked just one way out, he had to think fast, for there was no doubt. When the flames came up, though it wasn't fair, nothing would stand, no one to be spared. With the children's lives in his hands, he grabbed his saw and made his plans. Red dropped trees to cut a 100-foot path to separate the camp from the devil's wrath. He worked hours through the smoke and fire and finally achieved what was required. Now surrounded by the crimson blaze, it seemed to be the very last days for Red Bear. As they searched the cinders on that blackened slope, the firemen had all but given up hope of finding any man, alive or dead, until they found his saw, Husky Steel John Sered. They knew nothing could survive the heat and flame until they looked up, and out from a cave came two little cubs and a mother bear and a smoldering man with burnt red hair. If one holds firm through the dark of night and stands strong in the glorious fight with a true heart, he will prevail and know the honor in this tale.